Thank you, Tony. Time now for a last look at our big story. On the heels of a Supreme Court ruling, a new bill in Congress could ban protests or limit the protests outside military funerals. 11 News reporter Jennifer Franciotti joins us live downtown with that. Good morning, Jen.
Good morning. U.S. Congressman Dutch Ruppersberger submitted the legislation last night. It will put restrictions on military funeral protests to 5 hours before the funeral, during the funeral, and 5 hours after the funeral. The Westboro Baptist Church stirred controversy in Maryland and across the nation when members protested outside a military funeral in Westminster. Last week, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled in favor of the church's right to protest. Current law prohibits protests 1 hour before or after funerals. Ruppersberger's bill is called the Safe Haven for Heroes Act. It also puts a distinction between the distance that protesters can be between their protest and the funeral site, and that distance would be 2,500 feet. Reporting live, Jennifer Franciotti, WBAL TV 11 News.
All right, Jen, thank you. And that brings us to your answers to our water cooler question of the day.
This morning, we asked, do you think the Safe Haven for Heroes Act strikes a fair balance between free speech and a grieving family's right to privacy?
Well, Ida writes on Facebook, I applaud Ruppersberger's attempt to protect grieving relatives at these funerals. We may not like the Supreme Court's decision, but it shows our democracy is working. Now, Congress must act to protect rights of the grieving families.
Melissa writes, yes, good for you, Dutch, for standing up for common decency.
Another viewer writes, really? This nation has much bigger fish to fry, and some government officials feel the need to waste this kind of time on this issue. People have the right to say what they want. It's all in how we, the people, choose to react.
Denise of Bel Air writes, how shameful but necessary that legislation must be introduced to protect the rights of our fallen heroes, their family members, and friends during their time of grief. Unless I'm missing something, they too have rights. We'll post more of your answers on the front page of our website, WBALTV.com.
All right. Time now.